Welcome to Online Stats. I'm Daniel, and I'm going to take you through a real quick overview of how the course is set up. And certainly you can email me with any questions you have then. So everything will be on our Moodle page. That's where you should always go as your home page. On the left here, you see we have the 7 weeks and then the final exam. Week 7 really isn't anything except telling you to review the previous ones. So really there's 6 weeks of content and then the final exam. Below those, you'll see 6 different spreadsheet assignments. These are required assignments, but there's plenty of how-to videos in it. Don't worry if you haven't done spreadsheets before. I try to give a step-by-step instructions you can follow along. Everything should be done in your shared Google Sheets that I will email you. If you can't find it, just let me know and I'll reshare it with you. After that, there's also 3 optional spreadsheet assignments. You don't have to touch them at all. 2 reasons you might want to. One is if you want any of these specific tools. These are some valuable tools, and there's actually a different software here that could be useful to have depending on your pathway. The other reason is if you really do not like taking tests, you feel that you're not really able to express your abilities accurately in a testing situation. By doing some of these optional spreadsheets, you can reduce the weight of your final exam. So I think it's worth something around 20% from the syllabus here, but it would be made worth fewer points there. You'd still take it, but it just wouldn't be as worth as much. So that might be another reason you'd consider those. Probably don't even need to think about those until most of the way through the course, but just in case you see them and wonder. All right, we have the syllabus here that has my contact information. Email is definitely better than phone to get a hold of me. And the announcements, you don't need to check this. I'll set it up so it emails out to you anytime there's an announcement. You can see for these weeks, there is a due date. The first week's a little bit flexible, but after that, we'll try to hold those due dates. But the entire course is open to you right now. So what I'd suggest is working ahead of pace and potentially finishing the course even weeks before this the final exam. So you could take the final exam next week if you want. I mean, you could go through these very quickly. Of course, there's a lot that you have to do in each one, but in theory, you could do that. Within each week, I've kind of checked. This is a new thing for me, and I'd like to have your feedback, but I've tried to structure it so you're really getting a very similar type of content class to what the in-person would get. And even with the in-person class, I have most of the instruction in the form of these videos. So we don't have a textbook. It's all coming through these videos. In the beginning, there's more videos, but shorter ones. And as the course goes on, there's fewer, but they're a little more substantial videos. So you would watch these videos. Notice that the spreadsheet assignment is due there. And watch these videos, and then take this understanding check. Now, within an understanding check, these are very low stakes assessments just to help you know and me know what portion of the stuff you're getting. You do have 4 attempts. And you can use any kind of, like, you can be Googling, you can go back and watch the videos as you're taking it. You can certainly take notes and then use those on these checks. And what I would suggest is take it 2 times, maybe even 3 times. And if there's a question or two that are just really giving you a hard time, or you thought you understood it, but it's not counting it correct, or maybe partially correct, feel free to take a screenshot and then send me an email before you take it for your final time, and then I'll give you some hints or some feedback, or maybe clear up a misconception there. So you'll have those pretty frequently. Those typically there will be 3 chunks per week where you have some videos, then an understanding check, videos, understanding check, videos, understanding check, and then every now, oops, it looks like I just skipped it over. There's 4 authentic quizzes. So the understanding checks are very low stakes, but they help you see what you need to learn yet. Authentic quizzes are kind of low medium stakes, but they do put it together a bit more. And then, of course, the one final is the higher stakes assessment, which is all the way at the end of the course. And each authentic quiz will start off with a real life situation where you apply what you've been learning. And then the second half is really just coming from these understanding checks. And that is almost everything. The one other piece is a series of, let me see if I can find one here, a series of 3 assignments. Here we go. And these are called the interesting stats assignments. The point of these is to get you connecting whatever you care about in life. Doesn't even have to be academic. You know, maybe it's your mom was diagnosed with something recently, or you're having problems in a relationship, or something about your faith. Whatever that is, seeing that, oh, that can actually connect with data and statistics. We have a lot of good examples from the past. And so you're going to need to find 3 sources and then basically what it is. But in doing that, you can click on these tabs and check out all these different ways that people have connected stats to their own interests. You can see Nigerians, college debt, gender pay gap, common passwords, meditation and mindfulness, dogs, cannabis, code bases, cryptocurrency. So you have all these different tabs, and actually I also give you a video on how to find some your own if you don't want to search through these. But the first 2 parts of the assignment are really coming up with your own set of 3 and a brief explanation of what the topic is. And then the final portion will be a discussion format where you'll kind of go through other people's, what they've posted, maybe from our class, maybe from previous classes. And you'll go through a couple different data visualizations and then just give your thoughts on it. So that's the other component of the course. And I think that basically sums up the course. We may need to make modifications. Certainly if something's not working out for you, I want you to be successful in this course. So do let me know if there's anything I can do to support you. Again, email is the best way to get a hold of me, but then through the email, you can also let me know if you want to meet for like a video, Zoom, and I'd be happy to do that. All right, well, all the best to you, and know that I'm here to support you every step of the way. So just email with any questions or concerns, and we'll see you in the course.